Some people love it. Some people despise it. In this video, I'm going to be trying the most popular Cincinnati-style chili restaurants, and I'm going to have chili in ways you never thought was possible. Let's begin. So I just happened to be driving to one spot, and I happened to stumble across a Gold Star chili. I actually voiced a few commercials for these Apparently this is like the direct competitor to Skyline Chili. What is all this? Oh my God. I got the famous chili. All right, so this coney. Oh my God, why is the bread? Oh, so the bread is mushy. It's been like 2 minutes since I pulled away. Coney, little baby arm size hot dog. Let's see what we got here. Now, if you don't know, Cincinnati style chili is pretty much just like hot dog sauce. You ever have hot dog sauce? It's like the sauce part of chili with very finely ground meat, maybe beef. Who knows if it's real meat? And with Cincinnati chili, you can get ways. You can get a one-way, a two-way, a three-way. I taste no difference from Skyline Chili. It tastes just like Skyline Chili to me. Exact same texture, exact same flavor. I don't get it. Now for the chili spaghetti, called a two-way, it's literally spaghetti noodles with that chili on top of it, and then you get cheese to put on as well. I mean, chili and spaghetti kind of makes sense because chili is essentially a tomato sauce with meat, right? They put like a cinnamon, nutmeg, or something like that in here to give it like a unique flavor. And if you cover anything with cheese, it's going to be decent, right? I'm not going to rant and rave over this shit, but it's cool. All right, let's move on to the next spot. Today we are at Pleasant Ridge Chili. A ton of you guys told me to come here. We're going to see what we can get into. Okay, so we're switching to voiceover because this place was so tightly packed that I swear my mic picked up the labored breathing of the guy next to me. So I got their basic chili, and the waitress told me I had to get their cheese and gravy fries. So first I tried the chili, right? And it was probably some of the best chili I've had up to that point in my life. Full of flavor, perfect texture, a really beefy undertone to it, and then it's time for these fries, and it's the same energy as a poutine. Not to underplay it because they were phenomenal. Cheesy, that beefy gravy. Again, I like my beefy things. Pleasant Ridge is the best by far so far. Oh, and they cash only, just so you know. That place, don't go in there with no card. They ain't taking your plastic. I heard about a place that apparently does a Cincinnati style ramen. You know my jobs need part of that. This is Cafe Michiko, an Asian American cafe. They specialize in baked goods and coffees, but they also have this one seasonal menu item, the Cincinnati chili style ramen. It's exactly what it sounds like. Got a rich broth, ramen noodles, hella onions, and of course that chili and cheese on top, and also an egg for your liking. That's so good. Chili with the egg. You really wouldn't think that chili would work in ramen, but the textures play so well together. It almost gives you like ramen mixed with spaghetti. It's crazy.
How's the soup go?
This is by far the best thing I've had in the city so far.
It's funny because most ramens always peak at the start of the bowl, right when you start eating it, it kind of starts to mellow out and go flat. Yeah. But with this one, the spices start to bloom and it blends with the chili.
I mean, that makes sense because most chilies are better almost like the day after because those flavors have marinated more. You know what I mean? So you get that here.
So when you get to the bottom of the bowl where there's hunks of meat and that's kind of the best part.
That's insane, bro. You do a good job. Okay, so our next stop is Skyline Chili. There's actually one not too far from me in Cleveland. This is my first experience with this weird-ass concept of Cincinnati chili, and I think over the last couple of days of me being actually in Cincinnati, I may have become infatuated with this quote-unquote weird-ass concept, but this is where it all started for me, at least. Let's see what we can get cracked into. So, I thought I was recording. I wasn't recording. Fucking A, right? About halfway through the coney. Now, Skyline, they put mustard on their coney, right? I don't really need all that. I don't need all the pungency of mustard when you got the clove and the cinnamon in the actual chili itself. The aromatics do the majority of the shebang bang work. You know what I mean? Conies themselves are not my favorite vessel for Cincinnati chili, just because the bun gets all mushy, and just the coney itself. I'm not a fan of a boiled dog. I left boiled hot dogs in my adolescence. If I'm eating a hot dog, I need that bitch grilled. I need that bitch on some metal, some cast iron. And I got a four-way. Damn, having a four-way sounds wild right now. So a four-way, the way I got it, is your spaghetti, your chili, beans, and they give you a ball sack of cheese. I don't think I've ever had Skyline chili or Cincinnati style chili with beans. Skyline is by far the least flavorful. And just in general, beans do nothing for this. Like just beans and spaghetti noodles is sick ass work. Like beans and the noodles, they're fighting each other. They don't complement each other. There's no flavor to the noodles. There's no flavor to the beans. Honestly, I don't think I'm a fan of spaghetti and chili at all, especially after having the ramen chili. It's like that saying, you can't compete where you can't compare. Or what does it say? I don't even know if that's fucking right, but bean went down my throat. All right, I'm tired of this shit. Moving on.
Please give it up for the Taft High School Drumline, a truly amazing way to start the day and welcome you all to the inaugural Forbes Women in Sports at the Under 30 Summit.
So I heard about a place called Blue Ash Chili, a place where you can basically get chili on anything. You can get a chili Philly sandwich, you can get a chili lasagna, and I need parts of that. So this place has like a really retro kind of a vibe, almost like one of those like 60s or 70s diners, something you would see on like Happy Days. And perusing the menu, I saw they had something called the dill dog, which is like a fried pickle on a hot dog bun with chili and fixins. Sounds weird, but I'm gonna get that. And I did opt to get the chili lasagna and the chili Philly. All right, and we're back. So we got the smorgasbord in front of us here. I got a chili Philly cheesesteak, a fried dill pickle chili dog, and a chili lasagna. Let's try the chili lasagna first. You see the layers, you see the goopiness. Let's see what we got. It works perfectly because chili is just a tomato-based meat sauce. What do you put in lasagna? A fucking meaty tomato sauce. Except you got like actual spices. You know, there's a little bit of tickle in the back of your throat. And then with a Cincinnati style chili, you got like a clove, the cinnamon. Again, just those layers. It's adding that texture too. This is a fried pickle chili dog. Again, no actual dog. It's just a fried pickle with slaw, chili, and cheese. I can't even pick this bitch out. It won't even support its own weight. Let's see what we got here. So the pickle fell out and it left like the battered crispy coating in there. But the bite I got with the entire shebang, it's just something that you would like walk around a fair with. You got the super brininess of the pickle. It is kind of mellowed out by the coleslaw, but then you get another punch in the face with flavor with the chili. There's that fried pickle casing. Now the chili Philly cheesesteak. You got peppers, onions, mushrooms, the shaved beef or steak. Very impressed by the bread. This is almost like a long, almost like a ciabatta bread type of a roll. Try and get a little bit of a cross section here for you. Chili, meat, cheese, veggies because we're healthy. I didn't get a lot of chili in that bite. Or maybe the steak is overpowering the chili. I don't know. It's the same energy of adding a meaty marinara sauce, a spicy one, to a Philly. That's the only way I can like describe it and bring it home to you guys. It's a lot going on, but in its essence, it's just a very simple dish, like comfort food and fat assery at its finest. I don't know what place I like more. I don't know if it's the Cafe Michiko or this spot. Like these are the two top contenders as far as the trip goes. Holy shit. So I finally made it to Camp Washington Chili. They serve a very interesting thing here called Geta. Geta is apparently a Cincinnati and Upper Kentucky exclusive thing. It's a beef and pork sausage, but also has like ground oats, like almost like oatmeal in it, and then it's fried. And they have a breakfast sandwich here with it. So I'm gonna get that. I'm also gonna get the chili cheeseburger. And my waitress also told me that they're doing a special right now where they put Grippos, which is like a Cincinnati potato chip, on the fucking burger itself. Of course I'm gonna do that. And I also got a bowl of their chili with some cheese and beans just to get like the authentic chili experience with this one, because this is like one of the ones you guys told me I had to come to. Trying Cincinnati Geta for the first time. Now my waitress suggested I get it with just egg and mayo. First, the Geta. Let's see what I have. At first, it tastes just like any other breakfast sandwich, right? But then you start to get the oats on your teeth, and it gets to be really coarse in your mouth, and you just feel the fiber and friction, like just circulating around there with the meat. Oh, it's a wild experience. Flavor-wise, it's like a breakfast sauce, and it pairs well with like the egg, the mayo, 2 pieces of crispy toast. It's good. It's really flavorful. Now this chili burger with Grippo chips, I promise you, there is a burger patty under there somewhere. Hold on. You got the sweetness of the potato chips and the crispiness, adding a little bit of texture. And then that grilled patty, you taste the grill, you have the bit of spiciness there, and then of course you taste all the aromatics or flavors from the chili itself, and the burger's not overcooked either. You know, some people want to serve you like a leather boot for the burger. This is not that. This is tender, juicy, and the chili just complements the burger. And you know, I'm doing this backwards. I should have tried the chili first. So let's backtrack. I got beans in mind because I'm a big advocate for beans and chili. I know some of y'all feel like that's just such a foreign like curse or whatever. And just grow up. Let's see what we got. I mean, there's a lot more running than like the other places I've been to. Really good flavor though. A really good flavor. I like that the meat is not so broken up. Like a lot of these places, damn near puree their meat. This, you actually got some decent chunks of actual meat in here so you can taste it and rock with it. And when I say runny, that doesn't mean like it's a bad thing. That just means that it's just a different texture. Some of these places serve chili that's the consistency of school glue. This is not that. The only thing I would say is that maybe I messed myself up because it's not as flavorful as other ones I've had. But I think that's because of the beans. Because they're not seasoning the beans, they're just adding these plain ass beans to the chili. So that's taken away from like the density of the flavor. But the cheese helps. All right, folks, I'm gonna finish this, but this is my last stop in my Cincinnati little chili tour. Let me know what your favorite place is. Let me know what you want to try based off of the video you just saw. Go ahead and click some things around my head. Folks, I've been me, you continue to be you, and I will see you soon.